This opportunity of starting a new home for me was about bringing some of the old but getting some new and mixing them together. The Japanese aesthetic has stayed with me, the textiles, the colours, the blue and white. It's just a new chapter in my life, the small space, but yeah, I'm embracing it.
Today we're at the home of King Living customer Tony. Tony recently downsized to this beachside apartment, which has brought with it new opportunities and challenges. Hello, Tony.
Hi Neil, welcome.
Good to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Wow, what a cool space.
Makes me feel like I'm a little bit in New York by the sea.
And you've recently downsized.
I have. So I needed something that was going to be light, so I didn't feel I was in a tiny space.
Right.
And that's what this offers as well.
Well, I cannot wait to have a look around because I love small spaces and seeing how cleverly people use them. And I have a feeling that this is particularly clever. You gonna show me around?
Sure, let's go. So this is my entertaining space, Neil.
It's a really interesting fusion of styles, but you've brought it all together so cleverly. It's a small space, but you've got very distinct zones here. I think you've made the most sense of the space you have. And I love what you've chosen in here.
So obviously this is a bit more wabi-sabi. I love the shape.
Yes.
Not quite perfect, but perfection in imperfection. And then of course the Zaza.
Why did you choose the Zaza?
I really like the steel bottom, which also kind of mirrors. I've got quite a lot of black steel in the apartment, and you can actually sleep on the Zaza.
Yes, you can.
Take the cushions up, you can put the sides down.
But Tony, you've also chosen pieces that can easily be moved around, which I think is also very important in a compact space. I think it's great, but there's more to see, isn't there?
There is.
Wow, you were saving the best for last, Tony. I did not see this space coming.
And it really does remind me of New York. I like the contrasts of the different walls, but also it's a very practical space because I have adult children who come and stay and they have a whole kind of mini apartment. They've got a lot of space that they can have privacy and I can have privacy.
They've got their own zone here. And I love the way you furnished it. It's got a real simplicity. It feels pared back, it feels minimal, but it's still welcoming. There's a warmth in here.
I love my Fleur because this is also where I have my TV and I can sit here and be comfy and watch a movie or something. I also like the shape because it's very soft and there's a lot of hard edges here.
And what I love about the Fleur too is that it's like two sofas in one, isn't it?
It is.
Because
it's
I
got
think
a little secret.
It does have a little secret. I mean, it looks beautiful like this in the sort of lower version, but I know that if you do this little trick, it's the perfect TV sofa.
It is indeed. And I have quite a few jealous friends.
I'm sure you do. And you know what? That also plays into the sense of small space living because I think it's so good to have multifunctional pieces in a small space. I want to talk to you about your concept of home, what home means to you, because whether you're doing it consciously or not, you're storytelling through this space. I mean, this space is telling the story of your life and your interests and the things that you're passionate about.
It's just a new chapter in my life, this small space, but yeah, I'm embracing it.
And how did you go about choosing the furniture?
I've had some King furniture before, particularly the sofa, and it was fantastic and lived through kids growing up.
I mean, I think you've chosen really interesting pieces because there is definitely a continuity. There's a thread that runs through the pieces you've chosen, and then you've also chosen colours and fabrics that work together as well. Was that a conscious decision?
Yeah, definitely. I love navy. I think it's a great base colour. You can put lots of things with it. I like to change the accents, which is a very Japanese thing to do with the seasons. Less is more. It's also the stage of life because I want less things. I don't want to be weighed down by things.
Yeah, so it's that idea of buying once and buying well. The longevity, the sustainability of what you buy is important to you.
Very much so, yes.
I want to talk about the functionality of this space and the circumstances because I know that circumstances dictated that you were downsizing. What were some of the challenges that you faced?
I think the main challenge is really my bedroom, and it is quite small and misshapen. I brought with me a sleigh bed, which comes out from the wall, and it was way too chunky for that room. So I was really excited to find the promenade bed. It gave me a lot of storage, which is also critical in a small space, but also it's quite compact around the bed. It doesn't take up as much space, a lot more space to walk around the room. And I love the fabric, having a fabric rather than wood. It's just softer again, so it's nice for a bedroom as well.
Tony, thank you so much for inviting me into your loft by the ocean. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.